There we go. And here I am also live on Instagram. Good morning. Welcome to another today is Tech Tuesday. I'm not doing IAI News Live yet. Got ahead of myself because I just was able to get live on Instagram. So trying to increase my presence there. That should be fun. So today's Tuesday, and it's Tuesday morning. I don't know what time it is. It's 8 o'clock. Good morning. And so I wanted to at least let you know what we're going to be talking about today on IAEI News Live. We're going to hit receptacle. I think I have the stream titled Wiring Device Maintenance, but we are going to talk about receptacles, basically, fundamentally. And I'll tell you what prompted that. I got a phone call, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. I got a phone call over the weekend from a friend. Keep things anonymous. And he got wrapped. He got shocked on a receptacle. He was trying to change out a receptacle and did not realize that there were two circuits going to the same receptacle. He went downstairs to establish an electrically safe work condition. He turned the circuit breaker off. That turned the lamp off that was plugged into the receptacle. So you would think, hey, I got a clear indication that I got the right circuit breaker. So he did all of that stuff. He didn't have a tester. But he had a visual. And he got nipped when he touched he took the receptacle off. Didn't get shocked when he was taking the receptacle out. When he was putting the new one in was when he got bit by electricity. So he called me, said, hey, I need you to come over and take a look at something. This doesn't make sense. And quite frankly, when I looked at it, it didn't make sense either. And then I realized he's got two circuits coming into this receptacle, and the receptacle that was in there wasn't right. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit today at 12 o'clock Eastern on IAEI News Live. So I hope you have your lunch hour available today so that we can chat a little bit about receptacle maintenance. I'm going to focus in on receptacle maintenance. We're going to take a look at 70B and other reference materials that might help us in our journey. But I want to talk about this specific case because this happened twice in this past week. This is the second time that I had the instance of the condition that this receptacle was in. So I want to talk a little bit about that as we move into the discussion of maintenance, because a big part of electrical maintenance is ensuring you have established an electrically safe work condition when what you are doing does not require it to be in an energized state. So it was just interesting that we had that a few days before the weekend, I had a situation that had the exact same condition going on. Not the exact same condition, a similar condition going on. And then over the weekend, I get a phone call. Hey, I just had the shock of my life on a receptacle, and I'm not sure what's going on. Can you come on over? And what I'm glad he called because it gave me a good idea to for another moment of education, because we were we were both stumped as to what exactly was going on. So hopefully you can join us for a discussion on receptacle maintenance, and we'll hit 70B. We'll probably take a look at 73 for inspections and all that jazz. So I hope to see you at 12 o'clock Eastern today. The link, I believe, is down below to the left or the right or up above, depending upon the platform, because right now I am streaming to LinkedIn, Facebook, a few sites on Facebook, Twitter. I'm out there on Twitter right now, Instagram. So LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all 5. So I've got 5 channels going on at the same time, and on Facebook I've got 3 channels I'm hitting. So anyway, there is no reason why, if you are anyway connected with me or my friends on any of those social media platforms, there is no reason why you do not know about today at 12 o'clock Eastern, live on IAEI News Live. We are going to talk about receptacle maintenance. And we're going to talk about, we're going to talk 70E as well, establishing an electrically safe work condition. We're going to talk about the National Electrical Code, because there are there are requirements that help prevent a couple of the instances that occurred just over this past week in my life, right? So one was in a controlled environment, in a lab, in a teaching moment, and the other was a real world example of how, when you don't follow the National Electrical Code, installation requirements, because if those would have been followed, what happened over the weekend would not have occurred. It was not the fault of the individual who was working on the circuit. If the NEC would have been implemented accurately and correctly, then that incident would not have occurred. I would not have gotten the phone call. He would have been able to replace his receptacle. Now, there are, though, 70E work practices that could have helped ensuring establishing an electrically safe work condition. Okay, so that's another very important thing to remember. All right, so and what I love about the example is it demonstrates how, if you follow the NEC, you understand 70E safe work practices, and a part of 70E is product knowledge, right? Because it didn't dawn on me when I was and it didn't dawn in both situations. In a lab, educational, controlled environment, where we had to do some troubleshooting because we didn't understand what was going on. And in this real world application, this is the obvious things, well, I will say obvious to somebody who understands, like, say, a receptacle in this case, were missed and overlooked. I overlooked them. There was two electrical engineers looking at an example and trying to say, well, what happened? And then once a very small detail was revealed, everybody had that aha moment. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So hopefully you can join me at 12 o'clock Easterns for that discussion, because I think you'll get a kick out of it, as I did, and hopefully it won't happen to somebody in the future if we just stop, think, observe, and then proceed. right? So, and you have to have some level of education and knowledge of what it is you're looking at to be able to truly identify any of the hazards and all that jazz. So join me today. I didn't think I was going to be able to go live today because of an event that I have to go to, but I realized I'm not going to have to be there till later this afternoon. So I'm not going to leave the house, and it's right here in Pittsburgh. So that's even a big separate benefit for me, because I don't have to get in a big silver tube and travel somewhere and worry about hotels and all that jazz. So I am just going to be going down to Pittsburgh this evening and partaking in some educational and networking, a great networking opportunity to talk with people who have the same interests as myself. So we are going to be chatting tonight, and maybe I'll get some footage of the event. You never know. You never know with me. As long as I got a camera and I got a microphone, we might be able to learn together. So in any case, hopefully, I'm streaming on 5 different channels. Please tune in to IAEI News Live today. We're going to talk about receptacle safety. We're going to talk about receptacle maintenance. We're going to focus in on receptacles. We're going to reference NFPA 70B. We're going to reference the National Electrical Code, NFPA 70. We're going to reference NFPA 70E, Safe Work Practices. So these are the documents you need to get out. The National Electrical Code. I don't care what edition you're on or what you have on the shelf. Get the National Electrical Code, NFPA 70B, whatever document. And if you have NFPA link, then you can get to all of this relatively quickly. 70B for maintenance, 70 for the installation requirements, 70E for safe work practices, 73, NFPA 73 is for residential inspections. We're going to take a look in there, and then whatever manufacturer you're familiar with, get out to their website and start taking a look at receptacle maintenance and see what manufacturers have to say about maintenance of receptacles. All right, so that's our topic today. I think you may enjoy it, and I'm hoping that you do. And this is one of the first times, I guess it's not the first time, I've gone live on Instagram before, but it's not a reliable, I don't go live on Instagram every single time because of the steps I need to go through. But I thought this morning, everything is set up. I didn't have to do anything with regard to the camera, with regard to anything else. So I spent a few extra moments on Instagram. So hopefully I'm streaming on Instagram, and hopefully you will see a little bit more on that platform moving forward from me. All right, because I'm sure if you're watching on Instagram, you're familiar with Instagram. So anyway, all right, we sound like a plan. We'll see you at 12 o'clock Eastern. The link should be down below, up above, left or right. If you're on, I don't know if it shows up on what is now X, what used to be Twitter. I don't know if the link will be in the description. If it's not, go out to my YouTube, my website. Go to thomasdimitrovich.com and you can get a link to this video, which will have the link to the IAEI News Live, or go to youtube.com/IAEI International. All right. So those are the 2 ways to get to our program. And if you have not subscribed to IAEI's YouTube channel, please do so. Also, subscribe to mine. I mean, I would love to. I would love to help educate and share some information with you moving forward. So please, if you find electricity interesting, power systems engineering interesting, go check my website, my YouTube channel out, Thomas Dimitrovich. Go to youtube.com/TD Unplugged. That's with 2 G's. All right, so check it out. Get out there on my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go out to IAEI's YouTube channel as well, subscribe to that one. 2 very important platforms you need to be engaged with. All right. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for what you do for electrical safety. Thanks for spending a few moments this morning with me. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you at 12 o'clock Eastern, live from my studio. Alrighty. I am going to end this stream. Don't forget, 12 o'clock.